welcome to today's 5-minute meditation. Our inspiration for our time together today is the incredible full moon. So just pause wherever you are. You can have a seat, you can stay standing, but just come to a spot where you can be still. Maybe you close your eyes, maybe you just keep your eyes focused on looking at this big full moon in the sky. But either way, let's just start off with a little balanced breathing. Slowly taking a deep breath in and slowly letting it go. Slowly, another breath in and exhale, let it go. One more breath in. Exhale it out. The amazing thing about the moon is that it never changes its shape. It is truly full all the time. But what we know about nature and about the position of the moon and the sun and the earth is that oftentimes we don't see the fullness of the moon because the earth is in the way. Somewhere between this reflection from the sun and the surface of the moon, something gets in the way. And the moon is actually an example for our own lives. And I love following the patterns of the moon because it reminds us of these important lessons. The main lesson is that you and I, we also are full. We are connected with our mind, our heart, our body. We are created to live in harmony. But what tends to happen is stuff gets in the way. Same way that the earth keeps the moon from reflecting the light of the sun. And when stuff of life gets in the way, we forget how whole we are. We lose sight of the connection between our mind, our body, and our spirit. We start to feel like things are separated and disjointed and disconnected. And then all of a sudden, a few days pass, the bright full moon takes its place in the sky, and once again we are reminded. So for these moments that we have together right now, I would encourage you just to picture the fullness of the moon. See the beautiful round edges. See the little blemishes, the little marks that you see on the surface. Even from so far away, we can almost see the craters, the contours, the lines on the moon's surface. But we would never look up at the surface of the moon and question if that blemish or that crater or that contour was in the wrong spot. We would never be critical of it. We would just stand and marvel at the incredible light that the full moon is. So why then do we do that to ourselves? Why do we look at ourselves, whether that's physically in the mirror or maybe mentally or emotionally at who we are, what we've been through, our experiences? And what we tend to do is we look and we find the things that are wrong. We don't see the fullness. We don't see the uniqueness. We don't see the potential. We just find the things that need to be criticized, or so we think. But I would like and I would propose that in this moment, we start to see ourselves the same way that we see the full moon in the sky. We are still full. There's just stuff in the way. Some of the stuff is circumstantial and temporary. Some of the stuff is bigger. And it's trauma that's maybe been with us for a long time, or it's relational and things that are out of our control. But we are still full. And so what I would encourage you to do is in these coming days, as the moon cycle begins to change and the moon gets a little less light until eventually it's full again, I would encourage you to use it as a reminder. I am full. I am whole. And I'm filled with light. But the reality is I have to realize sometimes there's just stuff in the way. But rather than giving all of my focus to that stuff that's in the way, I want to keep my focus on remembering the fullness, the awesomeness, the incredibleness of me, represented by the fullness, the incredibleness of that beautiful full moon. Let's let that be our mindset today and in the days to come. Namaste.